Today, I want to talk about something many people struggle with, but rarely talk about it openly. It's being honest, being able to say no, and expressing how we truly feel without guilt. This topic often comes up in conversations about women, and for good reasons. But let me be clear from the start. This is not a women-only issue. A lot of men feel like they have to hide their true feelings, but the reasons may not be the same as the women's. However, the results are the same: silence, resentment, and exhaustion. And this also shows up clearly in public speaking. We are over-explaining, we apologize for everything, or sometimes for even being alive, or we soften the message to keep everyone comfortable. If you've ever felt drained because you said yes when you really wanted to say no, this video is for you. I'll share 4 strategies that will help you overcome this problem, and I'll give you tricks and exercises you can try in the comfort of your own home so that you can overcome this hurdle. Oh, and don't skip the end, because I've got a practical bonus that I want to share with you. In this bonus, I'll give you a trick on how you can quietly change the way you say no. Let's start, shall we? The craziest thing is that most of us were never told how to express ourselves. We learned it quietly. Some were taught to be pleasant, others to be agreeable. Some learned to avoid conflict, others that speaking up wasn't safe. Different messages, the same outcome. And later in life, when somebody learned how to speak their mind clearly and firmly, they're often labeled difficult, aggressive, cold, or selfish. And that's why so many people choose safety over clarity. On stage or in everyday conversation, this is what it looks like. Sorry, this might not be important, but I could be wrong. But I don't want to cause trouble, however. Does that ring a bell? You see, when you use those phrases, the message gets diluted. And in public speaking, clarity matters more than being comfortable. Here's the first strategy. I call it no. It's clarity, not rejection. In public speaking, clarity is respect. When we say yes to something we really meant to say no, we're really saying no to ourselves. This may look polite. We slowly lose credibility, both with others and with ourselves. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough to be honest. Here's an exercise for you to try. I call it the 1-sentence boundary. Instead of long explanations, practice one calm sentence that ends the conversation. No apology, no justification. For example, that's not something I can commit to right now. Or, I won't be able to take that on. Or, that doesn't align with my priorities right now. That's it. Practice saying it out loud, slowly and calmly. This trains you to end a point cleanly, without any rambling or self-doubt. Strategy number 2. Remove all apology language. Many women apologize even before they start speaking. Not because they did something wrong, but just because they exist. In public speaking, apologies weaken authority. You don't need to sound harsh. You just need to sound certain. Exercise 2. Apology detox. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute, then listen. Remove all the sorry, I might be wrong, in my opinion, or this is my opinion, I'm not sure, and so on. Authority doesn't come from sounding tough. It comes from sounding grounded. So instead of saying, sorry, I can't help you with that, change it to, I can't help you with that. And instead of saying, I'm not sure this makes any sense, to, here's the point I want to make. Change. This may sound a little silly, but to, this matters because. Authority comes from ownership, not volume. Strategy number 3. The power of pause. People pleasers often answer yes way too early. Strong speakers, pause. A pause does 3 things. 1. It signals confidence. 2. It gives you time to choose your words. And 3. It prevents reflexive yes responses. Silence is not rude, it's intentional. This is especially hard to all those people who are taught to be agreeable or to always respond quickly. Exercise 3. The 3-second pause. When asked a question, pause for 3 seconds. Then answer once. Only once. Marie, could you help me finish a task? I was sick all last week. I've fallen behind in my work, and the boss will scream at me if I don't finish on time. Can you help? I won't be able to do that. That's not something I'm available for. I'll need to say no to that. Pause creates presence, and presence builds trust. Strategy number 4. Speak from role, not emotion. When we refuse something emotionally, we often feel guilty or defensive. But when we speak from our role, the refusal becomes neutral and professional. This works in any field, at work, with your family, when you're teaching, as a caregiver, in leadership, or when you're volunteering. You're not rejecting a person, you're honoring your responsibility. Exercise number 4, role-based framing. Instead of saying how you feel, anchor your response to your role. Here are some examples across the fields. For example, at work or in your professional life. In my role, I need to focus on my current priorities. Given my responsibilities, I can't take that on right now. To do my job well, I need to decline this request. If you're a teacher or a coach, as a teacher, my role is to stay consistent and fair. For the sake of learning, I can't make exceptions here. My responsibility is to support growth, not convenience. In your family or your personal life. As a parent, partner, I need to protect my energy right now. At this stage of my life, I can't commit to that. For my well-being, I need to say no. And finally, in leadership or volunteering, in this role, my focus is to remain on the larger goal. To lead effectively, I need to set this boundary. And finally, my responsibility is to the group, not individual pressure. This is framing, one of the most powerful tools speakers use to guide understanding without confrontation. Here's an important truth. People who benefited from your silence may resist your newly found clarity, but that doesn't mean you're becoming harsh. It means you're becoming honest. You don't need to speak louder. You don't need to justify yourself endlessly. You just need to speak with intention. Whether you're on a stage, in a meeting, or at the dinner table, clear communication is an act of respect towards others and towards yourself. As promised, here is your bonus. I want to invite you to try a small challenge this week. Not a big confrontation, not a dramatic speech, just one clear, honest no. Say something simple, something respectful, but something that respects your energy. That's not about being harsh, it's about being clear. The challenge. Step number 1, notice. Pay attention this week to all the moments where you feel hesitation, pressure to please, or the urge to say yes too quickly. Step number 2, pause. Before responding, take a deep breath or count to 3. This pause is part of the challenge. At the beginning, it could be a little bit difficult. Step number 3, say one clear sentence. So choose one sentence, no apology, and no explanation. Here are some examples. I won't be able to do that. That doesn't work for me. I need to say no to this. That's it. Stop here. When you can do this in your daily life, your public speaking skills will improve naturally. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments below what kind of no was hardest for you this week. Or simply reply, I tried. No explanations needed. You don't owe anyone a yes, but you owe yourself honesty. Clear communication is not unkind, it's respectful. One honest no can change the way you speak and how you feel. If this was helpful to you, please consider giving my video a like, subscribe to my channel, or share the video with all your friends and colleagues or all those who want to reclaim their voice. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.